Right, welcome back. We do have sound. I don't know how that happened. The last two, or what, 16 and 17 parts didn't have any audio. I appreciate those who let me know, and I'm going to try and be aware of it. There's only 3 simple keys I pressed to make me start recording, and hopefully with audio as well. It shows my microphone is recording, and that tells me also that I am recording my screen. So yeah, I don't know how I could have done that. Maybe it had something to do with editing with YouTube, but we'll see if we can prevent that in the future. So here we are with part 20. Where did we leave off? Okay. I have a new group here, Australian Jeep 1. I've built them with 2 Jeep carriers to escort supplies, fuel, engineering. You know, you can carry engineering on that Helena. Wow. More engineering, fuel, troops, and supplies. I want to bring up to Port Moresby. I want to make this a level 4 airfield so that it can escort and attack from here. This being a mix, Boona being mixed, I really am not going to do anything with that base. Level 1 is enough for some search planes, but other than that, I'm not going to really do anything about it. I'm not going to put a port on it. I'm not going to increase this, and you know, we're almost at the point of game time here. 2 more levels to this airfield and we should be end of the game. We had this barn supply group here with a Jeep carrier in it who just dropped off at Lay. We're troop heavy, probably need some more supplies. This base here, Lay, is an actual, has fighters on it, so if I was going to make some airfields, it would be here. I'd be able to protect, and you know, what I would do with Lay is I would put a cover over this submarine permanently. So during the day they would fly back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it would basically just keep these guys busy sucking up fighters from both these airfields. So that's, I'd probably like to make that a level 3. Down here we have the Wasp. Now the Wasp probably needs to go back to get, you know, I do have a cap over it. These Wildcats are going over to this supply. It's nighttime, so they're coming back. But I think I've lost a few aircraft over here. As you see, my Dauntlesses only have 12 out of 30, and I don't have any out. So that means that we've lost quite a bit of our Dauntlesses. Not overly too concerned with that. If we go down to New Hebrides here, we see Tennessee. We used it to bombard, so it's on empty right now, but the Japanese flying after night is pretty common, plus the distance here. The closest thing is an aircraft carrier, or I don't think from San Isabel they can make it this far. Maybe they can, I don't know. It doesn't seem like they should be able to, but they fly after 1900, so that's kind of unfair. But what we're doing, instead of refueling and rearming the Tennessee group, I'm going to wait until these guys fly over, because I can't put a cap, and if they're full of munitions, you know, the risk, I think, of a magazine explosion on a direct hit on something like that, I think I'd like to wait until after they go away. So let's see what happens. This group's coming back. This one's going up to Guadalcanal with supplies, fuel, engineering. Again, we're looking to complete Guadalcanal and actually start maxing out our engineering and fuel so that we can get this up to a level 4 and then eventually level 5. This group here, Task Force 35, which is waiting, I'm going to use that once it gets back to use this 57 points to put in some protection and probably get rid of some of these slower ships. I found that these Middletons, they have guns. They're kind of cheap. I think they're 8 points, 8 command points each, and they can carry troops, supplies, engineering, all three. Not at the same time, but you have the option. With these MS supply ships, you can only carry troops or supplies, one or the other. But these give the option of engineering. Plus, they travel at 18 nautical miles speed, so that's even better. So I'm going to probably get rid of these guys and load them up with Middletons and then some destroyers, and then even that out and send them back to Guadalcanal. Speaking of New Hebrides, we're a little low. We just got refueled today. It's not really a big problem to take all these away. If we come down here to the cairns, yeah, we just loaded up this Jeep group. So we'll I guess we're getting a little greedy with our supplies. So these guys are coming with supplies and troops. Just to even it out, Milne Bay was a little low, and if I want to ferry more supplies over to Leh, they're going to be coming from here. So that's why these guys are stealing from Port Moresby to fill up Milne Bay. Let me take a drink here. So we have this area pretty much covered. I think we're doing pretty good. It's a little messy, but let's run the clock and see what happens here. Okay, so these guys are just going home. I was concerned that maybe they'd stop and bombard here. So with this Tennessee group, we are going to play with some of this. Let's rearm everything. Okay, everything's rearmed. I'm not overly concerned about having that other, let me see what we got here first. 4. So technically we can take these guys over. Let's move these guys over. They're going to go over. And then these guys are going to go get out of the way for a minute. Something I just like to do is you move them out of the cluster so that you can see what's going on. So by the time these guys get over here and I get rid of the Harris, Macaulay, and Macaulay, these 3 ships, merge them in with the Tennessee and then add in a few more Middletons, I think will be good. As you see here, the Middletons are 8. And you see they take 810 troops, 1260 supplies, and 81 engineering. So they're more beneficial. Plus, they have some guns on them and some anti-aircraft. So they can kind of defend themselves in a group, which is good. So that's why we made that decision. We're going to go that route with them. All right, let's keep the clock rolling here. And again, 8:20, and we got aircraft flying. Shouldn't be, but that's the case. Russell Islands. Where's that? Here? There's the Russell Islands. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. I got nothing on that base. They're just saying, hey, look, we've spotted these may be carrier planes or planes from Shortland Islands. I don't know why they're still flying after dark. Don't please don't hit this supply group. Yep, not too concerned with that. So that's probably a sub plane. So there possibly is a sub there. I don't like the fact that I don't have any sub hunters or sonar detection equipment here. But, you know, we're risking it for the biscuit, right? I guess I could change the course on these guys because we're in no hurry. And then come daylight, have you know, some aircraft for you know, from the Wasp to cover over there, and maybe have some like depth charges or something that can help them. Really should have some destroyers in that group, but we'll see what happens. Okay. You know, again, I find that these destroyers spawning are really not much of a threat, and I don't want to use torpedoes on them. I do like to make sure that they are what they say they are. We're going to begin just to take a look. Lovely. Oh, they're coming back home. Because they are coming directly at us, maybe we can take a. That guy is damaged. Not this guy. He's not damaged. You might risk one torpedo. What do we got here? 14, 10. So he's fully stocked up. Let's give it a hit. See if we can put this guy to bed for good. Let's ID this guy. Guys like to see IDing, right? Alright, clicky finger. DD. Let's see him. So again, we count the funnels and the guns, and because of the mode I'm playing, it automatically comes up with the one it is. So, you know, 2 in the back, 2 torps, 1 raised, 2 torps, 1 raised, 2 in the back. So that's pretty much what that is for Buki. So we're gonna raise our scope, slow us down a little bit. I am only going to shoot 1 torpedo. And let's see here. Up with our scope and on with our radar. And I know if I can't see it, you guys definitely can't see it. So we're gonna just mainly use the mini map here and see what we can find. Right off our nose. There they are. So he's still going at quite a clip. Let's see if we can get this up to be a little bit better here. And he can't, this guy's passing him, so cool. Once we get on our heading of when we want to be in position, we're going to slow it right down to 3. And the way you determine that is you check your heading here, and as soon as it stops at 250 for one, okay, come on, we're supposed to be lined up. 52, and then we slow it right down. The reason for that is we want to stop our cavitation. This guy here. And as this Fubuki is, well, he's going off on his business. As this guy is damaged and heading straight, we are going to wait until he's basically in front of us. Man, I don't like that. Let's try experiment here. Alright, I'm turning to the right to see what it does to our pie chart here. And it's increasing, but it's not doing what I would think it would do. We're just going to go straight. And it's funny, our aft torpedoes, you know, I don't get it. That says in the mark. So let's see if maybe using aft torpedoes works better. It shouldn't, but it apparently does. So I don't know. What's this guy doing here? And just keep going straight, boy. Oh. We're well within range. I should be able to shoot from here and it should hit no problem. Let's go back to the submarine and see if we can. I don't know if this helps to use your scope. Let's see, 49, 52, 51. You know, I have radar on. You would think it would help some, but it doesn't seem to. Let's get really crazy here, and I'm gonna do this. Go up to 20. So what does that do to us? That makes us come up out of the water, but we're quiet. And when we get to that point, we're going to yeah, I think we just acknowledge this guy. So we're going to shoot. And we'll just see what happens. And after that, we are going to go back down. So the arc, the crazy arc of these torpedoes, It seems like it would be the worst possible choice. But let's see what happens. And with this guy, we're gonna go this direction. Like parallel, not towards them. And remember, if we go back, every time you change your direction, even if you're on 3, you have to change it back to 3 again. Otherwise, you'll cavitate and they will spot you. We're going to go down a little bit. So one torpedo should take this guy out. But we didn't have a very good solution. I don't know why. I don't know why that's the case, but that's just part of the game, I guess. But these guys are heading home. So what would be the situation? This guy back here, he's escorting. He came out with him, he's going to go home with him. And that's fine. Let's see if this guy hits him. Speed it up a little bit. And it looks like a miss on the mini-map, but let's see what happens. If you can spot the torpedo. Yeah, big miss. See that? Way back here. Maybe we'll hit this guy. Maybe, I don't know. That would be fun. Didn't aim for him, but who knows? See what happens. Yeah, speed up there, fella. So we did not target this guy. I want to see where he hits him. I have a feeling he's going to go right underneath. Oh, he hit. Wow. How much I know. So he's gonna go cattywampus, and this guy is gonna say, I don't know what I do, what do I do? So because we are following this direction, they're gonna go circles a little bit. We got a couple choices. First choice is, do you want to stay with them, or do you want to leave them to their own business and let them go? They're both at heavy. Wow. You know, I might just dump another torpedo into him if he's going to play games with me. Go up to periscope, depth, pin back. Yeah, they're gonna go turny and all that. I'm not gonna play. So neither one of them are gonna sink, but he did his job. We are not gonna pursue. Scope down. We'll let them play their game. They're not gonna be targets for us. This guy's not gonna sink. He's just gonna burn for a little bit. I guess we can take a look at him in the nice moonlight. That might be our icon for the day. But he's not going to burn down. He's only at heavy. If we go back to the report again, yeah, this number 2 is heavy, and they don't burn down unless he's at least critical on damage. he can possibly hit a magazine explosion and go into flooding. But it's not going to happen. They're not going to sink. And they're definitely not going to get in my sights again. So we're not going to play. So let's get out and let him continue doing what he's doing up there. Got about 5 more minutes, and then we'll call this one a close for episode 20. So let's see if we can get some time rolling. All right, so Task Force 35 is back on the docket. We said we were going to get rid of these slower ships, so we're going to do that. So release and repair all 3 of you. So these 2 guys. Let's see what we have with the dockyard. So these guys will be we'll get the points back in 2 days for all 3 of these. So 57 points is what we have now. I want them to fill up this group here with Middletons. So we have in this group 2, so I want 3 more. So we're going to go 3 more Middletons. You see MS, Middletons, unlimited number of these things. Again, I like that they have guns. There's only 2. They are, what are they? They are dual purpose, which is good. And no radar, but that's fine because they're going to be with ships that have it already. So 3 of these. Always remember to hit done. And we're going to merge. Are we going to merge with these guys? Yeah. So these are all our Middletons. We're going to have them merge with the Tennessee group. So let's bring these guys back up. While we're at it with the Middletons, we can fill these guys up. Now, just so we're on the same page here, this supply group, and I probably should have done the same thing, swapping out these guys, but because the Middletons carry more engineering, I don't know, whatever. So we have supplies, engineering, fuel, supplies, troops, supplies. So we're going to use engineering for these, and see if we can benefit here as much as we can. We don't want to take all of it. Yeah, that's about all we're going to take. It's 162 engineering. And then for these guys, we're going to take supplies, and then we'll do it troops, just because we don't want... I like to have supplies over troops, you know, have more supplies on hand than you have troops on a certain base. Doesn't matter at New Hebrides, but just keeping the habit of doing that. That's how I like to play the game, I guess. So once the Tennessee gets back up, we will merge, and then maybe take some more. So we want to keep this as the name. So we're going to do this and merge like so. I want to make sure to keep this group how I want it. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3 sub preventers in a big old Tennessee, you know, New Orleans. So what's the best formation? Let's take a look and see. I'm going to go with this because we can use 6, 7, and 10. So let's do that. 10, bingo. Swap. 6. Swap. And what was that other one? 6, 7. And swap. And Tennessee, we're going to put in 1 position. So he's in the middle. So 6, 7, and 10 are leading the group. 3 and 2. Yeah, okay, Middleton's. I'm going to make a choice here and say that New Orleans at 5. I want to put you at 2. So Tennessee in the middle. The New Orleans for more support. 3, Middleton, 8, a Middleton, 5, a Middleton, 4, Middleton, 9, Middleton. So with those guns and with the Tennessee and all her guns, we should be perfectly fine. Plus the sub screen out front with the not New Orleans, the Lamson, the Cummings, and the Drayton. It should be enough to protect, and a good distance from one another. And we are at medium speed, 15 to 19 knots. Remember, this Tennessee is not fast, doesn't go fast at all. This outside of the destroyers, the New Orleans is probably the fastest in the group. The Middletons go only 18 max, as they're stated, but they probably go 16. So those are just some things to consider. So let's see what else we can put on this group. Do we want to fill our destroyers? Let's do 2 with supplies and 1 with troops. And again, still we have more supplies on hand than we do troops, so we're good. And these guys are going to Guadalcanal, right up the gullet. We're not going to bother wasting time. I hate it when it does that. You got to click it multiple times to, you know, shorten your stretch to make it go like that. So, all right, we are at 33 minutes, so we're going to call episode part 20 here to an end. Thank you for watching. I hope the audio works on this one. I'm going to screen it a little bit before I upload it. Hopefully that will be a good procedure to put in place, but we really didn't make much progress. We talked a lot, and we built some ships, and yeah, whatever. So, hope you liked it. Leave a like, subscribe, check out some of the other channels I talked about before, and come back and see me in the next episode. All right, thanks.